I think we're live. Yeah, we're live. We're live, guys. All right, so I'm just gonna recap today's trading. Today we started our 5K challenge. I think for the most part, most people had I think most people had a red day actually, but we did have some decent trades. The market didn't really, give us much to work with today, but it will tomorrow. I think tomorrow definitely will give us a little more, and I'll try to go over what I'm expecting. So I'm just kind of looking through what we traded today. So I think we started off with Facebook, CGC, Facebook, and the HUSA, Houston Oil Company. So I'll go over that, and then I'll go over why I titled the video the way I did. So yo, what up, D-Lap? I think everybody's in here. I think it says 3 people. All right, so first thing I'll start with the video, why it's called like the bulls doing like bare minimum. So yesterday I went over, we were on the 1 hour time frame. So what the bulls pretty much are looking for is get a nice solid bounce on the daily, right? I need to learn the shortcuts for this magnet thing. So they're looking to move up maybe to the 50%, like 326. Set a higher low, daily higher low, and keep moving up, right? That's what I think is the goal for the bulls. So doing that here wouldn't really be too strong, but it can still happen and keep going up. But today, the what we've been having yesterday is the 1 hour move to the upside. That's what we know needs to continue for us to keep going up. So this red line right here, right around 304. See magnet. So 304, that's our 1 hour support, 304. And today we held it. We dropped on the day. I think our last support was down here at 298, and then we held it at 304, and then we held it again at the end of the day, but we still haven't gone up like over the last high. So we're gonna see tomorrow if we can uh get over this price over here. So for tomorrow, the most important things is this level right here, 311.32 and 307. This is our last uh 1 hour higher low. So we need to stay above 307. If we so I think futures are green right now. All right, so they're green. So if tomorrow we open up right around 311 and then break this, then it's a done deal that like the bears are gonna show up right there. So these are the most important levels. So you guys put these up, mark them on your charts. 311 high of today. If we cross above that, then we're gonna continue bullish. If we break under this, we might get either a choppy range or we're gonna dump and start our daily consolidation. So that's just what I'm looking at there. For that, for QQ. Um, so tomorrow might be choppy, guys. To be honest, might be choppy, or uh, we'll see tomorrow where we open. Like if we open up, we're definitely could be going up, but it's looking a little choppy. Let's see. What else did we play? Oh, another one that I wanted to go over is so the growth sector. So it's like ARKK and IWM. So these didn't hold their 1 hour uptrend. So these are ones to watch for tomorrow. This is kind of a little signal, like the growth was leading the way up, and now they might be leading the way down. So we had our uh, last low, higher low at 184, and then we broke it by a little bit. And tomorrow we're probably gonna follow through. So growth names, those are gonna be on watch for bearish plays. So we're probably heading down on here for a daily consolidation, right? So you see the daily, the last low was right around 170. So we can drop all the way to 172 or whatever and still be bullish on a bullish uptrend on the daily. All right, so that's a long way to go for a drop. So we're going to be looking at IWM, ARKK, I think is the same deal. Look at ARKK, guys, it's like super weak. So I like this one for a bearish play tomorrow. Let me look at the hourly again. Arello, how do you know who's leading the market? How do you know who's leading the market when it's open? How do I know who's leading the market? uh well, kind of like how like I'm explaining right there, like for example, ARKK is obviously not leading in the market because of the 1 hour. So you see here, this is on a 1 hour downtrend now. So we're on the 1 hour chart, and our last today we made a support there at 43.63, and we broke it at the end of the day. So that's already on a downtrend, whereas QQQ QQQ didn't break it yet. It's right around here, 307. All right, so you can see that the growth sector was a lot weaker today. And I think at the end of the day, I wanted to swing, but since I had a red day, not too much confidence. Roblox is the one I've been playing lately. That's like growth sector, speculative sector. You see how this is like super weak. It's not even like QQQ on the daily. It broke above these latest resistances. So up here at 35. So if this was like compared to QQQ, right? This is weak. QQQ is like way up here. And another way, I'm gonna show you guys a little trick. If you really want to see sector, you guys can do Roblox divided by QQQ. All right. And this will just give you like a comparison how strong is Roblox compared to QQQ. So this is on the daily. Shit. So here's a little trick. So today, how I said it's weaker. So you can see clearly today, this is the last candle. This means Roblox is weaker than QQQ, but at some point over here, it led the way up in the beginning of May. All right, so somebody mentioned that SPY is weaker than QQQ. We'll see if that's true. I think they're about the same. So if it's about the same, the chart will look like sideways. All right. All right, so yeah, I guess it was weaker today because you see the candles coming down, but like in April it was stronger. SPY was stronger, and then now it's getting weaker these last 3 days. So you can see that there. So that's a little trick for you guys. If you guys didn't know, you could do that. uh, what else did we play? CGC. So tomorrow, I'm initially looking bearish. I know the market is up, but that's probably still under that resistance on QQQ. So CGC pretty much playing this 460 support, and I wanted to wanted to pretty much go up, break this little wedge pattern. But we'll see tomorrow. It's not really clear, like on the hourly. Um, so there's a resistance, and we didn't even break above it today. So not really clear, but doing the bare minimum. Bulls are doing the bare minimum. You know, they're holding. You got low, higher low, another higher low, and we need to get over this 518 level. But we might play CGC tomorrow, depending on if we're looking bullish on it. So I'm gonna set a little alert in case we are going up. All right, but for tomorrow, main plays will be growth, I think. Growth, and then we're gonna watch that level on QQQ. The other thing that I told you guys about to keep on watch is Facebook. So I showed QQQ is on a daily, trying to go up on the daily, right? So Facebook is also trying to go up on the daily. So the daily needs to flip from a, so I don't know if you guys can see this. So hold on the weekly, on the weekly, we have a potential trend change. All right, this might look weak, but it did it all in like a fast, short period of time. So we've got our low, higher low, and then if we break this level, this is a weekly trend change. So that means the weekly, it's like a head and shoulders, and the weekly move is gonna, the weekly trend is gonna change bullish if we can manage to go up. So this is different than QQQ because QQQ is barely trying to change the daily trend change. And I think for this one we already did it back around here. So if I can do circle this, and then we'll go back and look on the daily. So it already did this right around there. So if I go back to the daily, so we kind of did it there, and then kind of fell over. But what we want to see is this daily downtrend. Switch to bullish, and then the weekly will get started at that point. But this is also going to depend on QQQ. If QQQ doesn't break that level tomorrow, then Facebook isn't gonna do this by itself probably. So all eyes on QQQ tomorrow, um, with the watch on those two levels. I think Nvidia probably the same thing today as QQQ. So yeah, same pattern right there on the daily. So at the end of the day, I started signaling puts like QQQ puts and Roblox puts, pretty much because I'm seeing this pattern across the board. Like we're not breaking above the resistance, and then we're just doing like the bare minimum. But I guess it's a good idea to not swing because it could still the bare minimum, and it could still push up or down there. So same thing on NVDA 184 level, and then the high of today, high of the pre-market 191. We need to break one of those two levels to get either confirmation that we're continuing up or breaking down to start the daily consolidation. All right, guys. So for tomorrow, I'm gonna be watching Roblox and QQQ pretty much to start off the morning, and then we'll get a good idea. All right, let's look at Tesla because I did take a little look at Tesla, and actually I think Tesla is gonna be the same as QQQ, but we can still look at it. So I think Tesla's just doing the bare minimum. See how it looks the same as um, in Nvidia. So double top right around 780, and then we've got support. So we got our that low 1 hour low, and then we got a higher low at 748. All right. So if 748 holds tomorrow and we can push above 780, then we should be looking nice for Tesla. Tesla calls. All right. Or for continuation, but there's like two resistances. So we got the one here, 778, and then 787. Okay. But I think Tesla should be able to make it through those two and then reach 800. But you know what I'm kind of noticing here? So you got this kind of tightening up pattern. Like I feel like tomorrow might trick us or like tighten up like this and then get a nice strong move to the upside. I don't know. I'm feeling like tomorrow is going to be a boring day, so I might just take it light because it looks like it might be tightening up. Let me look at the squeeze indicator. Yeah, so you see the squeeze indicators firing off. This is like squeezing on the 1 hour. If you see that red dot, so that could mean it's squeezing to the upside or to the downside. So I might just take it easy tomorrow, and once we get a good signal of a direction, either a break of this 748 or break of 778, we'll play that, I think. But for me, I liked it originally on Monday or whenever I went over the review to get up here to 800, but and then this is also 800 is also the like 38% 38% retracement. So that's like a good spot to for a target. Um, crypto bear flag. Let's take a look at that in a bit. Um, but right now I'm favoring the bulls. I think the bulls can show up tomorrow. I don't know, maybe they're hungover from Memorial Day weekend and push this bad boy up there to 800. And same thing for QQQ. I think it should get to like 315 maybe. But if not, we're back to selling the rip. All right. Let's see, Bitcoin. All right, Bitcoin. So Bitcoin's on the same thing. So Bitcoin, instead of the 1 hour, would be the 4 hour. All right. So it looks a little weird. So we've got our low right here, our 4 hour low right around there, and then we created another 4 hour low there at 31,787. So we need a cross up above this latest high of 32,375. So same is looking the same as QQQ, and then down here on this indicator that I have, you can see that the momentum is turning bearish a little bit. So this is going to be same as QQQ. It needs to cross up above this 32,375 level, or break down overnight. If it breaks down overnight, we'll play some MARA or some coin. He said full port. We need to catch the top of this relief rally and puts all the way back down. Yeah, I agree, but you don't want to get caught like on how we did last time on QQQ. Um, or I got caught, I guess. I don't know who else got caught. Um, but yeah, that's what I'm waiting for. I think it can push a little more to that 38% retracement. And then I also want to look at Amazon because I think Amazon stood out a little more because they are, I think the shares are splitting tomorrow. So here's the split. Is it tomorrow or June 6th? When's June 6th? Oh, this is till like next week or something. So I don't know if this is like a rally for the split or what the hell is this going on here, but all right, let me look at the weekly, see how far it's like retraced compared to, because QQQ is under the 38%. Yeah, that's overextended, I think. So Amazon might be a good one tomorrow, we'll see. All right, so on the weekly, we haven't even gone to 38%. So I think Amazon was probably lagging behind QQQ, and then today it's kind of catching up. Let me look at the daily, see if there was a daily trend change. No daily trend change. So we're in the same spot as well, maybe not, because we had like a double bottom down here at 2050. That could kind of classify as a daily trend change. All right, but let's pretend like that didn't happen. Daily trend change, because it did break by like I don't know, by 25 bucks, 24 bucks. So yeah, we're pretty much in the same place as actually looking a little better than QQQ. So we've got this low here, 22.95. Holy shit, we ran up a lot today. Uh yeah, so for Amazon, this might be what was holding up the market, to be honest. So we haven't seen another daily low. So if this can create another low and keep going up, So this is definitely gonna pull back Amazon, I think. This is a little extended, I think, on the 1 hour. So 1 hour it's up at 76 RSI. So this is definitely gonna pull back or at least cool off a little bit tomorrow. So I'm thinking tomorrow we might be getting a boring day, guys. But yeah, I think the most important thing is watch QQ. All right, write these levels down. Yeah, Amazon ran all day. Let me see what else. Chart suggest. Oh shit, uh Kramer says it's gonna be a nice summer. Oh shit, I'm getting my puts ready. Yeah, so pretty much, yes, you see here, QQ is also squeezing on the 1 hour and it's pointing to the downside. You guys see that? The momentum's turning bearish and the squeeze indicator down here, this red dot. I mean, this could still flip bullish, but um, this could be a nice head and shoulder if this stays under that and then drops. Could be a nice head and shoulder pattern to catch. So pretty much tomorrow, 307, 311, we're either going to go bullish or bearish on this. And then the targets would be like 311 would be the first one, and then 315. That's what I'm eyeing there. And then let's see if there's another. The next resistance is like way at 330. So yeah, that's what I'm eyeing, guys, tomorrow. Those two levels right there, 307, 311. I think that'll give us a good idea of where we're going. Cause yeah, you see the 1 hour is already extended a little bit. It did cool off, but yeah. So 315, yeah, that's a major level. 315. If we break, we can catch like a $4 move. If we break down, we can catch 307 to 303. So that's a $3 move, and then even further, right? So we'll see tomorrow. I'm just gonna play it by ear. I can't really tell what's happening, but all I know the Bulls are doing the bare minimum, and they could still push it up. But who knows? The Bears could show up as well. So yeah, everybody have a good night, and I'll catch you guys in the morning tomorrow. I'll try to do the it took us to Mexico. Yeah, dude. Um, yeah, I don't know why the fuck I went on lunch and didn't check my phone. So here's what I was watching on HUSA. I'll go over a little trade review and then call it a day. HUSA, like I was feeling pretty confident that it was gonna squeeze, but obviously, when you look back, it's easy to say, well, it already ran 50%. Like, how much more can it go today? I thought it would just like consolidate up here for the whole day. So right around there, you can kind of see it. And then I usually put like an alert on something like this. So you can see it right there, right? Pretty clearly. We ran up and then this is where I went to lunch. Oh fuck. So this little flag, I thought we were gonna consolidate like for a little longer and it ripped right through. I got back when it was already down here and it was already too late. So that 1 hour support, it broke that and then I just got out. But yeah, won't be making that mistake again. Yeah. Yeah, tomorrow I'm hoping it's fire, but I think we might go sideways. We might do something like this and then end up dumping or going up. But I'm hoping for a good move up or down. That's all I'm hoping for. I don't really care which way we go. I know I'm gonna catch it because we got our game plan ready. So yeah, I think that's all for today, fellas. Um, The other ones that I'm looking at are the Chinese names, but they gapped up too hard, so I didn't want to play those. And then this HUSA, this was more of the like Friday play. I actually made money on calls on my other account, um, pretty nicely, but yeah, this was more of a Friday play because of the breakout. I think this had like a wedge pattern and it broke out. So I'll take responsibility for this one for sure. Yeah, we had this wedge pattern and now we clearly broke. It was kind of like a little pump and dump, but it still has potential. I think it'll just fill the gap and then maybe go back up later. Um, yeah, I think that's it for today, guys. We're gonna watch that QQQ. Uh, yeah, RSI was like overbought and I still like stuck with it. GME. So I went over like the the growth earlier in the video. I don't know if you were in here. Growth looking a little weak. It's on a daily downtrend, so I'm not expecting too much from GME to the upside, but maybe to the downside. I mean, today I wanted to play it to the upside and then it broke. I didn't play it because the options were really expensive, and then it ended up breaking down. Had a little bullish pennant. So it's like a looks like a bull flag, but it's just a triangle at the top. So on the daily, it's kind of trying for that reversal, but it looks a little crappy. Let's see, 5 minute. I think it was a 5 minute. Shit, got all kinds of lines. All right, my computer's starting to lag. So we had this pennant pattern. All right, you guys can see that triangle. It tried tried to break out in the morning, and then it just fell through right away in the morning. So that's why I thought it might be breaking up, and it just flopped down. So this is looking pretty bearish to me. This is another one we can play, but with 5K, the options are like really expensive. So if you mess up to average down, it's gonna be a little tricky, right? So you gotta uh, downtrend, and then tomorrow probably break this level right here, 120, and I could see it going down here to maybe 108 again, or at least 115. So this might be a good one. If you want to be risky, it could pay out really good. I mean, today it would have 140 all the way down to 120, and it was a straight shot for a whole hour. So that would have been a good one. Um, but yeah, I'm not really liking the price. I think GameStop we can play it after the earnings. If it does something weird like go up, like let's say, let's go back to GME. Let's say I like to more play it. I think they're gonna fall for the ER, but uh, it's always a coin flip. But here I'll tell you what we can do. We'll probably make bank if it plays out how I've done it in the past. So it was kind of like Nvidia. It like dropped, but it still held support, and then you could have played it to the upside. So so for example, let's say tomorrow, I don't know when's earnings. It's so I don't know, like you could play this either one of two ways. If it drops, it'll have a gap, right? So it'll drop. So you see on the daily, it's on an uptrend, right? Trying to paint the picture of what I would be looking for after earnings. So if it dropped, down to over here, really close to this 86 level. So we've got, it's still on a daily uptrend. So we got, stair step. This is a really big step, and then we could catch a nice bounce to the upside if it were to drop down to 86. All right, now if it breaks up and it like starts failing right around that 150 mark, we could also play puts that way. So we could either play this up or down for earnings after earnings. But I don't really like to play earnings on GME because it could go crazy either way. And then if you're on the wrong side, your 5K challenge is done. All right. So that's what I'm looking at for tomorrow. Uh, and yeah, pretty much QQQ and growth sector. Growth sector, I think is gonna keep going down tomorrow. So Roblox and QQQ, pretty much what I'm looking at tomorrow. All right, guys. And I'll let you know more in the morning. So everybody have a good night, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.